all these mugs again, clear it all up. I'll say it once again. If you don't like me that much, there's a barn at the side here. Step in it with me. Lock us in, and the best man will walk out, no holds barred. But again, a disclaimer, serious harm, can I care, or will I care? Put that in your pipe and smoke it, tossers.
Fucking twat.
What's good, everyone? Who've got in the house? Charlie, salute to you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming through and Happy New Year. Red Ibex, salute to you, man. Happy New Year. The Crazy Roo, Lars, Happy New Year, brother. Yeah, same to you, my good man. Gary Tracy, salute to you, my good man. Happy New Year. Remember, serious harm can occur or will occur. Absolutely it will. Happy New Year to you all, anyway. Where's my bloody subject? Get out off the screen. Hope you're well, anyway. I thought I'd just do a bit of a live to see what everyone's saying. Big Rick from across the pond, salute to you, mate, and Happy New Year. Same with you, Londoner, my good man. Happy New Year, buddy. Loz, do you think... What? Loz, do you drink on New Year's Eve? Sometimes. I didn't this year. Oh, no, I did. That's a lie. I did, yeah. I didn't drink New Year's Day. Tyrone, salute to you, my good man. I've got loads of beers left over from what I got off Bricklayers at work. I've still got some of these San Miguel. And I've got a full box of Estrella still. Well, I haven't even opened that. I'll leave them till next week. So, yeah. Happy New Year to the lads and lasses. I salute to you, my good man. Right. I don't know how long I'm going to be on, but I haven't really got that much to talk about. But I suppose we can start with this. Seeing this terrible news over the last few days. Anthony Joshua obviously in a car crash, and two of his friends were killed, unfortunately. But it was saying today that they've charged the driver with the cause of the accident, and he'll be going to court when, I don't know, and I don't know if AJ will have to give evidence or whatever, but it's a shame, an absolute tragedy, and he's very lucky to be alive, unfortunately, like his friends. But it just did any of you see the post what Jarrell Miller did about it? Because apparently his auntie and his nephew or his niece, someone, were in a crash in LA, and he did a post on Instagram, and Big Baby Miller was weeping and that, and trying to reach out to Anthony Joshua. I thought that was quite decent of him, because he was saying, like, he doesn't never know when things can go for a bad turn. Why do the bricklayers give you beer? What do you mean, why did he give me beer? You ask them. No, because I look after them, don't I? Look after the brick. I look after all trades. I drive telescopic forklifts on site, so I have to deal with all trades. Timber frame lads, bricklayers, plumbers. Not so much plumbers, but I unload some of the deliveries for them. Joiners, everyone, roofers. I deal with everyone. So for me looking after them through the year, they all buy me a load of beers at Christmas. Horrible news. Absolutely it was. It's shocking they are charging the driver, all corrupt in Nigeria. Well, this is what I want to see what happens. Bruce Gas, salute to you, my good man. And Happy New Year to you, OG. Now, I haven't seen it. Yeah, who's it? Kurt from Counterpunch Boxing. He did a good video on it today, breaking it down, or the other day. But I seen it today. Oz, do you think AJ is going to retire now? Well, do you know what, Rick? I was actually going to come to that, because not so much retiring, but what I was thinking about is, well, now you've said that, will he carry on fighting? Obviously, how bad are his injuries? I don't know. Will that push? Obviously, going to push his scale back for him fighting now, because apparently he was supposed to be fighting in March, wasn't he? February, March. So that ain't gonna happen now. It's come out that the driver didn't actually have a driving license. Oh my days! Wow. Did you see where he changed? Let me read off this. Charge set the guy who had his original seat got killed. Oh no, I didn't. I haven't seen that much about it. I was talking to Londoner. AJ will box on. He needs to win a title for his friends. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Red Eye Bex. If AJ comes back to boxing, he will have a lot of anger. Will he be a better fighter? I don't know. He's it's very hard to speak about, obviously, because I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know anything about it. And I mean, obviously, you're losing two of your friends, two of his good friends. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's obviously going to shake him up. Will he walk away from the sport like what Big Rick's just said? Or will he, like you said, Charlie, will he have a lot of anger and stuff? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just know it's a tragedy, and he's very lucky to be alive. Unfortunate for his friends. God bless him. Yeah, so it's interesting to see what happens. But I thought Big Baby Miller reaching out to him. I thought, I know under like everyone was saying in the comments, under all the cloak and the mask with Big Baby Miller, at the end of the day, he's a human being and he just like anyone else. And I thought it was quite nice for him to, reach out to Anthony Joshua. And he was saying like he wants to talk to him, don't want to talk to him about boxing, just see if he's all right and if he needs someone to talk to. I thought that was quite decent of him, really. And a lot of people, John Fury as well and Tyson, they've reached out to him. I thought that was quite decent of him. Like I say, same with John Fury. I know I give him stick and all that, but underneath the mask, at the end of the day, he's a human being and he's got a heart, and that's how we all are, aren't we? Some play pantomime villain, some don't they? It's. I suppose it's how you want people to look at you in the game of sport, the boxing. Do you know what I mean? How you want to sell tickets. Some people like a bad guy, some people don't they? But I just think Anthony Joshua was very, very lucky. And it will be interesting now to see what AJ does do. Me personally, if I'm honest, I think he'll. Just my point of view, I think he'll push on. I really do. AJ should retire. Oh, hey up, Roy, didn't see you sneaking in. AJ should retire, and if he carries on, he will get retired if it's a decent boxer. Could do, you never know. And not a fully legit professional driver. Yeah, that's crazy, man. If I didn't know that, was he just like a chauffeur or something? Like you say, obviously, if it is true, he hasn't got a driving license. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, and rightly so. He should be done if he's got no driving license. Well, and whoever employed him to drive, if he was employed, or was he just a mate or a member of the team? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just know that news. It was saying that the driver's gonna be getting done in the accident, charged and named by the police. Oh, right, so they've named him as well. And not, I read that. You can't fight on anger. It will never work. Good point. Jarrell Miller was quite touching. Yeah, he was. You know what, Loz? It's good to see when a tragedy strikes the boxing community. It's great to see boxers stand by the side of and support AJ and recognizing real. Absolutely, what a great comment. What a great comment. Absolutely, man. Because at the end of the day, they're there they entertain us, don't they? And rightly so. At the end of the day, no one wants to see anything like that happen to anybody. But yeah, it's a shame, man. But a shame. It's not a good way to start the bloody new year, anyway. Um, you know. But I guess we'll see what happens. But like I say, yeah, just quickly to wrap this bit up, I thought it was quite good of Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I thought it was quite good. Right, let's talk about this then. No driving license doesn't mean he was responsible for the accident. No, it doesn't. But what I'm trying to say, Red Ibex, he shouldn't be behind the wheel, should he? That's like me driving my son to school and I haven't got a driving license and I kill him. I'm responsible, whether it was an accident, whether it was my fault or not. I shouldn't have my son in the car with me if I haven't got a license. Just like the driver shouldn't be behind the wheel. Whoever's fault it was, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is the being end of it is he shouldn't have been behind the wheel if he hasn't got a license. That's how I look at it anyway, buddy. I'm not saying it was his fault. It might not have been his fault. I don't know. But really, you are responsible if you are behind a wheel and you've got people in that car. That's how I look at it. Do you need a telescopic forklift license? Yeah, of course you do. You can't just drive one of them. Fucking hell, 10, 11 ton of machine, man. Yeah, of course you do. Well expensive as well, your license. About $2,000 now for your license. Unless you can get like government funding for it. But yeah, that's the same. Well, it's like me at work, isn't it? Even though I've been driving them machines 24 years this year, I still have to have a driving license to drive them, even though I've got a telescopic license, because I'm going on the road with them. I'm going on site and coming back into carrying materials from the compound to site. So I'm going down, even though the site, like where we are, we're at the bottom of the site now. So I have to still go through the estate. So I have to have a driving license as well as a telehandler license. If I drop fucking 4 or 5 ton of fucking scaffolding on someone, 21-foot tubes or a net car, it's my fault. If I ain't got a license, I'm gonna get fucked for it. That's how it is. Looks really hard job. Yeah, it is, man. You get pestered to fuck. Right, let's talk about this anyway. So this is it the 20? When's this fight happening? Is it the 24th of January? Or was it before? I can't remember. I did see it. But I'm very much looking forward to this fight. I think this is a good test for young Moses. I think he's picked a good opponent here. What do you lot think? Or do you think he'll just blow him away? I think he'll beat him, but I think, if I'm honest, I think he's going to give him. I think he's gonna. It's a good fight, man. It's a good test anyway for me to see where young Moses is in his early career. It's around then, bro. Yeah, it's around then, bro. Yeah, it's Oh, right, with the date. Yeah. I feel that's a good test, man, because I know you lot keep saying to me you think Moses will blow him away, and rightly so, he probably should. But I think, I put it this way, the easiest way for me to break this fight down is he's a lot better opponent than Dillian Whyte. And I think he has been for a long time, because I think he beat Dillian Whyte in that fight. But obviously the decision went the other way. But I think that's a good fight, man. I think it's a good test for the young lad to see where he'll be. It looks like I read that. Yeah, 25-1. Sorry, 25-1 here. Oh yeah, you're well in front of us. Bloody hell, yeah. It's like, yeah, forgot. Are you not working today, Kangaroo? It's not like you, buddy. So yeah, is anyone gonna be watching this? Is this Is this card pay-per-view? Something's telling me it is. And I really don't want to watch it if it's pay-per-view. Well, because I think if I remember correctly, the undercard's not that good. I mean, obviously, I want to watch that fight. Jermaine Franklin will bring Silky navigate an engaged style. I'm excited. Yeah, I think it's a good fight, Ty. Yeah, about to leave, bro. Oh, all right. If you go, well, good luck on your day work, mate. And have a good one. It's good test, but he still knocks out Franklin and early. So where do you think then, Red Ibex? Where do you think he knocks him out? 2-3 rounds or quicker? Excuse me. And Intoma will definitely beat Franklin, but I think he'll have to work for it due to Franklin being very durable and awkward. Wouldn't actually be surprised if it went the full 12. Now you're reading off my M sheet, Londoner. That's what I think. I don't know if it'll go the full 12, but I wouldn't write it off. But what you've just said is exactly what I think. I think Moses will beat him, but I think he's gonna be. I think he'll make him work for it. I really do. 2 or 3 rounds. Yeah, okay. So you think it'll be whitewash then? It's good anyway. Wizard, salute to you, man, and happy New Year, buddy. Hope you're well, man. Good man. So yeah, the undercard looks pretty trash though, doesn't it? I'm sure I had it uploaded, but I must have deleted it. Yeah, I have. I've deleted it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I forgot to put Inoue up. Did any of you watch the Inoue fight? I didn't watch it, me, because I wasn't paying pay-per-view for that because there was only Inoue on there who I knew. And I just think at the moment the zone with all these, it's just too much with the zone now. Everything, this company said there'd be no pay-per-views. Turkey said there'd be no pay-per-views. They'd be getting scrapped. I do believe I have seen that what you were on about, London, where you're talking about that one-off subscription for the year, but I didn't see how much it was. And do you get 15 pay-per-views free or something like that? It was saying. I think you get 15 pay-per-views, but it looks like I'll have to do that because I just think DAZN are taking the piss with these pay-per-views. Yeah, they put a fiver on it. It's not that bad. But then they put a fiver on the pay-per-view. Still not that bad. But then it's like every fight on there is pay-per-view, pay-per-view. I think since Fish Eyes has been on there, I pretty much think more or less all of his cards, apart from bar either 1 or 2, haven't been pay-per-view. Eddie loves a good pay-per-view. We all know that. But sometimes it just gets a bit too much with all these pay-per-views. The undercard is ass. There you go then. No, it's not pay-per-view. It's standard Saturday night. Right, that's good then. Fight on DAZN. It's a Queensbury Magnificent 7 card, which is actually entertaining card. Yeah, actually looks pretty decent. Yes, I've seen that card. That does look like a decent card. Yeah, that's good then because the Moses Dillian White was pay-per-view. I was just thinking, is that it now? Moses just going to keep being pay-per-view. At some point, he is going to be just pay-per-view fighter, isn't he, all the way through? Anything's decent. Everything decent on DAZN is pay-per-view. Yeah, good point. Good point. Big Rich but Loz. Turkey said he has to keep fights on pay-per-view because it's the only way he makes the money back from the cards. Right, fair enough then. Fair enough. I just thought I'd seen Turkey saying that was it for pay-per-views now. They were going to get rid of them. But if that's what he's saying, then obviously he's got to get his money back from somewhere, hasn't he? Would you ever train in a crane as an operator, Loz? Yeah and no, because it's very similar to what I do. Apart from obviously they're lifting up Well, I'm lifting up because I have to lift the loading base. It's similar controls. I don't know if it'd be. I don't know. I don't know if the money's any. It's not bad money as a crane drive. It depends what type of crane drive. But if it was one of them big ass ones what are up in the sky, yeah. No, I wouldn't do that because I'm scared of heights. So I wouldn't want to be fucking climbing up there every day. And then a little bit of wind. No, no. But I wouldn't mind. I'd do normal crane driving, like from off a wagon or, a crane what's on the ground, not one of them tower cranes. No, I didn't watch the Inoue fight. He's a good fighter, but especially last fight, they kept forcing it down our throats to watch. Yeah, yeah, it's just going to be an easy job for him to overmatch opponents. Yeah, well, Tyrone, I seen something where Inoue's called out Jesse Bam Rodriguez, hasn't he? Or said he'd welcome that fight straight after his fight at the weekend. I only saw that bit of a clip. I thought, bloody hell, that's because I mean they've been talking off and on about that fight for a while now, pundits have. But tell you what, that why not? Why not? They're both up there in the top 3 or 4 pound for pound, aren't they? Inoue's a good fighter, man. Jesse Bam Rodriguez is a great fighter. That's a mouth-watering fight, man. That's got to happen. That's got to happen, hasn't it? There's hardly any weight difference between them. Have you ever had a tip over? No, mate. No. Come close a few times, like yeah, over the years. Not for a long time though. Carrying roof trusses and offloading roof trusses they're odd, especially when you get them attic trusses, the big attic trusses, because they come double bolted together and they come upside down on the wagon. So you've got to take them off the wagon upside down because you can't fit them on like that because of the length of them. So they put them on the apex on the trailer upside down. And obviously it's like that. It spins out. So you have to pick it up, take it off, put it down, spin it over and pick it back up again. That's bloody tricky. Mouth watering, you're sounding like Adam Smith was. Yeah, compelling, dangerous, rough, tough, killing machine. It's a mouth watering fight though. That's got to happen, man. Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Inoue. Right, what else is there? So the big man's back in training. I've seen he's chucked a few Instagram posts up. He's back in training. I tell you what, I'm not being funny, but Thomas, evening to you, mate. Listening but driving, mate. Oh, good man. Hope you're well anyway, Thomas, and Happy New Year to you. I'm not being funny, but Tyson Fury, I seen him on the bag today. Bloody hell, you won't see his stomach. His stomach, like, really hanging over his shorts. I know he carries his timber on his hips, but his stomach was well hanging over his shorts. And I thought he was doing all these running videos and kept putting all these clips up on Instagram saying keep fit and all that. There's no room for lazy bastards. And all these runs with his son and all that. Don't look like to me that guy's been running. Honestly, go on his Instagram and have a look. Or was it on? What was that off? Might have been on Twitter. It might have been on Twitter, but I looked and thought, fucking hell. You ain't been running, mate, or you've either been eating that much that you've just gone dead saggy. I don't know. But anyway, he's back in training. Did some suction cups. His tits. The legs are shaky, Adam, yeah. Tyson looking like a bag of milk, eating a bag in the gym. Did you see Londoner? He looked terribly out of shape, didn't he? He really did. Shout out to all of the dad bod fighters, yeah. He looked terrible. Um, I don't know. Looks like he's been living the good life anyway. But he's back in training, so it's going to be interesting to see who Tyson Fury fights then. I mean, there is talk of it being Aslan Makhmudov, but nothing's been confirmed yet. And it's not even really been confirmed from him that he's coming back, but he's obviously coming back because he's been sparring with that dude and he's been training on the bag and that. Just pulled over to type this. Fury was probably running to the chips. You're ruthless, man. Running to the chip shop. Bloody hell. Yeah, Lost Fury looked like a Coley looked last in his last fight. Yeah, Hug Holy. He looked terrible, didn't he? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he's been. I don't know. He just looked really. He looked bad. What I saw. I've never seen Tyson Fury with like a gut like that. Like obviously when he stopped fighting for a while he did, but even when he's in his training camp and that, he still looked a bit flat on the front, but he carries all the weight over his side and round the back of him on his hips and that. I've never really seen him with like a pop gut, but when he was hitting that bag today, his gut was proper like a pop gut hanging over his pants. He looked terrible. Tyson only films his brief jogs to the pub and goes in on like he's run 10k in about 10 minutes. Utter fraud. Ruthless. Who cares, lying greedy bar steward? That's a good point, yeah. So, be interested to see when he fights. Right. This is a good fight. Have any of you seen this? Chazza Dickens versus that Anthony Kakachi or Kakashi, whatever he's called. Now, before I carry on with that, didn't that Kakachi win an IBF belt? Who did he beat? Was it Lee Wood who stepped up to fight him? And he bashed him. And he also bashed Scott wasn't he? Josh Warrington he beat as well? I can't remember. But I watched one of his last fights. I don't know if he's fought since then. I'm sure he beat that Lee Wood. Didn't Lee Wood step up a weight? So it says he's fighting for Jazza Dickinson's WBA title. He's a good fighter, man. That Kakachi or Kakazi, whatever he's called. He is a good fighter. My favourite part of Okole's last fight was, I'll send you the clip when you off the ropes took a deep breath and put his hands down, and Okole threw a couple of punches and then went to home. Absolutely cracking. No way. Eric Pollard, I fucking hell, I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well, Eric. Anyway, yes, Loz, Happy New Year, buddy. Yes, and you, my good man. Happy New Year to you, Eric. Thanks for coming through. He beat Joe Cordina. That was it. That's who it was, yeah. That's who it was, yeah. Joe Cordina into space. Yes, he did. That was it, yes. He beat him on the one of the Riyadh cards, wasn't he? I'm sure it was. But then I'm sure he beat Lee Wood as well. Let me just have a look. Anthony Kakazi, box rec. I'm sure he beat Lee Wood as well. Fucking adverts, fuck off. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he did. He beat Joe Cordina in May 2024. That was on the one of the Riyadh cards, and then he beat Josh Warrington in September 2024, and then he beat Lee Wood as well in May 2025. That's it. And because he stopped Joe Cordina. I can't remember what it was with Josh Warrington, but I know he stopped Lee Wood as well, didn't he? I think he stopped all three of them, if I can remember correctly. So, Jazza Dickinson, let's have a look what he's got 5 losses. Super featherweight. I tell you what, man, that's a good fight. That he's fucking BoxRec does you head in with all them adverts. 36-5 with 15 KOs. I think he'll be losing. Isn't he a Scouser, Chazza Dickinson? I'm sure he is, isn't he? Let me have a look. Don't know. Fucking. Yeah, he is a Scouser. So that's interesting. Are you going for in that then? St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to go for Anthony Kakachimi. I've seen Chaz Dickens fight, but a long time ago. I think he'll stop him if I'm honest. But I'm looking forward to that. And then you got that O'Leary and Chamberlain as well. Isn't that a rerun, that fight? Better read what people are saying. Yeah, he beat Cordina. Casey sent Cordina into space from what I remember. Yeah. Eldon, salute to you, man. Evening, Loz. Fury been running to the pub. Yeah. He took his IBF from him. That was it. Yeah, he took Cordina's IBF. I reckon Eddie. This guy's crazy with these names, man. I reckon Eddie Sperm set him up. What a classic name. You're fucking ruthless, you. I forgot it was you who called Carl Crotch, wasn't he? Fucking Eddie Sperm. Fucking wicked. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight. Cordina's on about fighting Abdullah Mason, isn't he? He's been made number 1 to fight him. I don't think he'll beat that Abdullah Mason, if I'm honest. I like Joe Cordina, but I don't know, man. That Abdullah Mason, man, that kid looks something special. That was a great fight. Fight of the year for me, him and that, what was his bloody name? Is it Hitchkins or whatever he was called? I forgot his name now. But that was a great fight, that. Yes. The Crotch was kissing Sperm's arse in that interview. Yeah, he was. I did a crime watch and put him on that the other day. Sam Noakes, that was it. Big Rick, not Hitchings. So, right, what else is it to talk about? Running that thing. Oh, I went on his Conor Ben's Twitter today. Because I don't go on Twitter much anymore. I still do, but I turned my notifications off on my phone because it was doing me fucking head in. Every fucking few seconds, all notifications coming through off them. And I seen this. This was on the 17th of December. He's put, don't expect to tell such... I can't read it off that. Don't expect to tell such blatant lies that the video has to get taken offline and not expect to get pulled on it in person. So I don't know what it is what Duke said about him. But he posted that on it was the 16th. No, 17th it was. 17th of December. So he hasn't apologised then, but he was getting absolutely hammered in the comments section. What I read, I read about 10 of them. I gave up after a bit. But someone put here, CR Boxing, 2 failed drug tests, still haven't proven that you didn't cheat. And now you're pressing an old man about what exactly? And you brought up how much money you have to have to a drugs cheat and a shit bloke, and your dad is clearly the same, raising a twat like you. Bloody hell, ruthless. But he was getting absolutely hammered off in the comment section when people were retweeting him back. Banner's a proper drip. Yeah, he's well. I saw a video today on Ring Magazine and it was all about Conor Benn. I did comment on it, and it was, who do you think he'll be fighting in 2026, meaning this year, in the welterweight division? And it was that guy off, is it Proper Boxing? It was his voiceover, because I know he has something to do with the Zone now, don't he? But it was his voice. So he obviously working for Ring Magazine now, and they were naming Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, and all other fighters. And I just thought, fucking hell, the way how he was talking like about the Eubanks fight and stuff like that. I was like, people were putting in the comment section, Devin Haney or other people. I just put, how do you get a number one WBC ranking when you've not been in that division for four years? And I got a few likes off it anyway. Ranked number one WBC tells me Eddie has lined their pockets. Absolutely, yeah. CR Boxing is ruthless. Oh, right. So do you know him off thingy? Buckle up, salute to you, man. He's put Loz D, salute. Yeah, salute to you, my good brother. Now he's talking to Buckle Up. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's crazy. But he still hasn't apologised to Duke, though. Which I thought, to do the bigger thing, you'd come out and at least. You can't tell me you've not seen the media. A lot of people hammering you for that. I just thought you might have come out and at least said sorry or something like that. I don't know. Thought it was a bit crazy. But yeah, I don't know. He was getting hammered anyway. Benedict walks around like he's some goat of boxing. Yeah, absolutely he does. Man's a fucking clown, man. He's a divvy. Can't be dealing with him. What else is there? I'm running out of things to talk about. January schedule. That's Josh Kelly, and he's fighting that dude. That's for a world title, isn't it? That, I'm sure it is. Adam Aziz is fighting. Yeah, that's a great fight. Lopez, Shakur Stevenson. Can't wait for that. I'm absolutely over the moon for that. That's supposed to be a good fight as well. That Flores and Castillo or whatever. Castillo or whatever. That's supposed to be a good fight. And there was another one. And all these. Caballe's fighting a bum. Don't know who that is. That's this week coming. Next weekend. Is that on the Zone then? That'll be on the Zone because he's a Queensberry fighter, isn't he? So that'll be next. It's next Saturday, isn't it? Yeah, it's next Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday. So I'll watch that Caballero. But he needs to smoke that dude, whoever he is, which I think he will. Yeah, Kelly fighting for a world title. Yeah, he is. Make sure you hit that like button. Oh, salute to you, my good man. Yeah, Josh Kelly then fighting for his first world title. Is there anything else anyone wants to speak about? I don't know what else I've got. Canelo is fighting this dude, or he's been asked by the IBF to open talks for the now that Bud's let them belts go. It's quite. I don't know what else to talk about. I think that's pretty much it, folks. So, oh yeah, just quickly, Billy Nelson spat his dummy out, hasn't he? I'm disappointed that Crocker thinks he needs a change. He said he needs a change. I've also heard that he thought I took him as far as he could go, which I find quite insulting, actually. Billy Nelson and Crocker have gone their own ways. I thought at first, when I first read that, I thought it's a bit tight that on Billy Nelson. But then I thought, at the end of the day, you can't blame fighters for wanting to try other things. I mean, me personally, as a person, if I was a fighter, right, and I was with a trainer and he got me to a world title and I won a world title, which he has done with Billy Nelson, me personally, I would want to stay with that trainer just to see if I can go a bit further. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I've seen things like that happen. I've seen it's very similar in football. You see fighters or you see players become good, and they become very good. They either win a world title or they go to a better team, and then sometimes it don't work out for them. I've seen it a lot in football. Anyway, I've seen players who have been magnificent at not that good of a team, or you know what I mean. So a big team will come and buy them, and they go to that big team, and they end up being shite, or they just don't end up getting any playtime because they've got 3 or 4 players in that same position as them. But do you know what I mean? Definitely, my prayers go out to AJ. Yeah, absolutely, my good man. Absolutely. Uh, Buckle up. Yeah, not much else. Yeah. Sending AJ best wishes. Yes, absolutely, sir. We talked about that. We'll come back to that in a minute if you want. But just quickly, that's how I would want to be, you know. But at the same time, you can't. It's a 50-50 thing the way you look at it, I think. At the same time, you can't really if he that feels that Billy can't take him any further, and he wants to obviously go on to win other world titles or fight better people or whatever. Only he knows that himself, and if that's the way how he feels, then that's the way how he feels, isn't he? I think Billy, you just have to soak it up and think, well, at the end of the day, mate, I got you a world title, and that's good enough for me. Do you know what I mean? That's how I would look at it as a coach. I'd accept it and wish him the best of luck. And at the end of the day, you got him a world title, you know. But sometimes fighters, you can't knock fighters for wanting to move. I mean, look at not Adam Capsule, bloody what's his bloody name? Catterall, yeah, you know who I mean. Jack Catterall. Look at Jack Catterall. He did the same with Jamie Moore, didn't he? He left Jamie Moore. Um, and I can't blame. What's that? Oh, I don't know. Something dodgy's come up on my chat, but I don't know. Well, I can't see it I can see it on the screen, but I can't see it in my comment section. Anyway, whatever. Like I was going to say, Jack Catterall did the same, didn't he? He left Jamie Moore after all that time of being together, and now he's gone with Boots Ennis's dad. And you know, I thought bit tight on Jamie, but look how he looked in his last fight. I actually picked Echo Esserman to beat him because I thought in the Harlem Eubank fight. I mean, you couldn't really go off that because Harlem Eubank was running and holding and all kinds. But the fight before with Barbosa, I thought he looked lazy. And then when I saw him the other month, when he's teamed up with Boots Ennis's dad, he looked brilliant. He looked more vicious, wanted to let his hands go more, sat down on the punches more. He looked a complete different fighter. So yeah, I was impressed. What's going on with Fury? Has he retired or not? No. Well, he's been all over Instagram, hasn't he? Training. He's training videos and he's put shitloads of weight on. Absolutely shed loads of weight on. I don't think. Excuse me. I don't think he'll be back. He'll be back. Absolutely, he will be. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of UK fighters are getting American trainers now, Loz. Yeah, they are. That's very true. They are. They are. Uh, James Buddy McGurk, though, he doesn't look too good, does he? Which is crazy because he was a good fighter. Same with Roy Jones Jr. I don't think great fighter, but I don't as a trainer. I don't think he's too clever. But you can get like that. Do you know what I mean? Lost to go. MGAL Production. Salute to you, me good man. Happy New Year to you, bud. Because I haven't seen you, but I hope you had a good Christmas, man, and Happy New Year to you. Miami in the building. Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised you're not back in Costa Rica. You move about a bit, but yeah, Happy New Year to you, bud. Hope you're well. Joshua Smash Paul, yeah. So, do you think Joshua? Anyone? Do you think he'll be back in March, or do you think he'll carry on fighting? I think he'll carry on fighting. I do, but I was there. Oh, have you been back home? Have you? I'll salute to you. The look on Paul's face after that right hand was like, what the fuck? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, he got smashed, didn't he? I think he'll carry on fighting, but I think, if I'm honest, I think that fight, all the schedule, what he had scheduled for March, I think that will be pushed back. AJ Fury soon. Yeah, I don't think. Me personally, I think if that does happen, I think it'll be later on down the line, probably summertime. I think, because I think Fury will want a tune-up fight first, and I don't think AJ. I don't know, but I can't see Anthony Joshua fighting in March. I can't see. Not after that. Not after that terrible accident. If AJ continues fighting, he might be coming back to at the end of the year. Yeah, that's a good point. And if he does, that's another year out. It's not looking good, is he? But at the same time as well, that's when Bricktop was saying the other week that he reckons if the fight between him and Fury happens, he was saying it'll be late summertime. So AJ might just have time. I don't know, he might just want to keep busy. It's going to be interesting to see what Anthony Joshua actually does now. Will he have time off and just train through the whole year for that fight? Or will he just come straight back into it and want to get busy? It's going to be interesting to see. Usyk is the GOAT. Absolutely he is, yeah. Jake Paul did better than Eric Molina. Yeah, he did. And Charles Martin. Fucking hell. Yeah, he did, absolutely. Paul lasted longer than Ngannou. Yeah, he did. That's very true. That's very true. Can't knock you for that. Even though I still think it was rigged, but he lasted longer. Paul got a reach through a straw for a while. Yeah, good and open. Hopefully that'll fuck him off out of boxing altogether. Can't stand the fucking bell whiff. Jaw got broken in 2 places. Yeah, I can't be dealing with him, so hopefully that'll kick him out of boxing. I don't know. That's a good point. Because I was watching a video on him training the other day under his new coach. I forgot who it is now. On the heavy bag. I tell you what, get credit to Daniel Dubois, man. Kid's always in tip-top condition, isn't he? He's always in good nick, man. Never see Daniel Dubois, even when he's not fighting. You never see him out of shape. Never. Guy's always in the gym keeping himself busy and stuff like that. I think he'll come again, me. Because he's only 27, isn't he? I think Dubois will be a world champion again, I do. Once Usyk's gone. Fake Paul. Dubois bulldozed Joshua. Yeah, he did, mate, yeah. Say what you want, but Paul is tough, raw, and rugged, yeah. Fucking madhead. But Dubois couldn't get past Usyk. Yeah, absolutely. Fake Paul and Big Johnny Fisher are having a Chinese eating contest. Yeah. Dubois, yeah. Did you have a A77 36 slew? Do you have... No, slew, not me, not the slew. That's a different machine. Different machine, that. I ain't got a license for that. I was thinking about doing them, actually, Red Ibex, but it's not worth the money because there's not enough work for them, mate. Not on an housing site. You mainly use the slews on like fucking warehouses, or, because a lot of steel fixers use them, or like skyscrapers, and not skyscrapers, but you know what I mean, big buildings, big steel buildings, and they don't get a lot of work on building sites with them, mate. John Fury, the GOAT, yeah. Paddy Donovan's pulled out of the Liam Poirot fight with a runny nose. Is that what he put? Yeah, runny nose. He's joking. Fucking hell. Johnny Cab for old John Fury, yeah. Loz, did you hear you said Wilder might happen in April or May? Well, I was asking about this the other day. Did any of you see that interview with John T. Wilder? I was meant to cover this the other day, last week, just before Christmas it was, a few days before Christmas, and he's still blaming Anthony Joshua. It was before the crash. He's still blaming Anthony Joshua. He got interviewed off some lad. I don't know who the guy was, some black lad. And he was still blaming Anthony Joshua for him not fighting Joshua, even though Joshua kept his side of the bargain and beat Otto the Rug Wilding. And he got, or was he Elanius, one of the two, and he got beat up off Joseph Parker. And he still blamed Anthony Joshua for it. Fucking crazy, man. He's got some mad thing with Joshua, some mad fantasy with him. He just can't let it go, man. After all these years, he's still blaming him for it. Wilder's interview was wild, yeah. Joshua Paul wasn't rigged. It was Paul who was scared as fuck out there, pissy. Cigar Talk, Loz Wilder interview was on. Cigar Talk, Loz Wilder interview was on. Is that what it was? Is that what it's called? So you've seen it, Big Rick. It was crazy, wasn't it? He was still blaming Joshua. Still all these years later, man. 6, 7 years later, he's still blaming Anthony Joshua, saying Joshua fucked up his plans. Like, how did Joshua fuck up your plans? You were supposed to beat Joseph Parker, and you got beat. That's why that fight never happened. It's crazy, man. Paul got smashed out there, yeah. That better not happen. Yeah. I think that Usyk and Thingy fight will happen. But I always thought it'd be Fury, and it could be Fury next who he fights. If he gets, I don't know. Fury, put it this way. Tyson Fury is going to come back, right? He's pretty much back. He's training, right? He ain't coming back just for a little. I don't think Tyson Fury, he isn't coming back just for no little warm-up fight. It might be a little warm-up fight, but he's looking at a big fight, a big picture. Whether it's Anthony Joshua, I don't know. I think personally he'd rather fight Usyk than Joshua. That's what he's looking at, because he just can't get it through his head that Usyk beat him. So that's what I think. What next for Dave? Rhino Allen? Oh, God knows. He's doing me head in a bit, Big David. Wilder Fury 4. Pissy. Wilder being a great ambassador to the Alabama education system. Ruthless. Fury versus Usyk 3 incoming. Yeah, absolutely. It is, man. It's coming in. You know that. Somewhere down the line, that's coming in. That's coming in, and I totally agree with you, Boxing Kangaroo. Right, folks, I'm going to get up out of here. I've been on nearly an hour now. I've got to go to my auntie's tomorrow with my mum as well, so I want to get a bit of a good night's sleep. See my auntie Lynn. Right, Boxing Kangaroo, you mad mofo. Salute to you, buddy. Thanks for coming through. Londoner, salute as always, man. A pleasure. M Gal Productions, salute to you, my good man. Red Ibex, thanks very much. Big Rick from across the pond, thank you very much. Who else? Boxing Kangaroo, Eric Pollard, salute to you. Tyrone, salute, bro. If I've missed you, Wizard Sleeve, salute to you, my good man. I'll be back. Yeah, peace out, London. I'll be back next weekend, man. Nothing's happening in boxing, is it? Obviously, with the Christmas period, so I've got to wait for it to kick back in. But once it's kicked back in, you know me, I'll be back on the ball. I will smash a load of lives out and videos. But hope you enjoy the rest of your time off. I'm back in work Monday. So, but yeah, enjoy the rest of your time off, and I'll catch you very soon. Peace out, and thanks for coming through. Peace out.